Hi everybody, sorry for the lightning, it's getting a little dark in here. I'm going to school today and I'm gonna meet Daniel. He's a potter and he's gonna show me what he does.
This here is finished glaze work, which came out this morning. Actually, it loaded 2 days ago. This is my lovely friend here. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Rita.
Hi Rita.
This is essentially student work that's been fired. We're doing finals right now. These are the studio's base glazes. We have a variety of base glazes to choose from. There's a few traditional ash glazes underneath the tables. I paint and I draw. That's my main thing. Ceramics came second. So I was in the class and I needed a model. I had seen a girl, she'd been walking through the classrooms, and I knew she was taking ceramics in there. So I went to talk to the professor. So I said, do you mind if I sit in on your class and draw a few people? And he said, yeah, sure. He's like, that's no problem. So I sat down at one of the tables. I drew a few other people first. I just kind of walked around, and I wanted people to be comfortable. And so finally I got to the girl that I had known was taking the ceramics class. I decided to draw her, but I didn't ask her if I can draw her.
Okay.
I kind of admired from afar. That was my introduction to ceramics. That was my very, very first taste of ceramics. To the walls, slowly, and then back in. Now, when you lift with this method, what it does is this space in between will stretch the clay evenly between your fingers, so it'll be evenly distributed that way you get the height. You have no idea how many of these cups that I've thrown and destroyed over and over. Now, you want to make sure that your finger is wet, right? Because you don't want friction to bind the piece. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the wheel, and I take the sponge, and I use the sponge as a support, right? A little bit of water. Now, I find the placement that I like. I want it a little higher. I take my sponge, wet sponge, support where my finger is, and I push with my pinky out to create a little nut. It's just, something interesting, something fun to glaze. Now, I'm going to follow this seam that I made with my thumb when I created the bevel and turn the wheel. I'm going to come into it and turn the wheel very slowly and slice it right off. And then from here, I place my fingers at the base where the bevel is, which is why I create the bevel. Squeeze in, turn slightly, and placed all of the raku pieces into the kiln. Actually, that is a low fire kiln which rises to approximately 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. You saw that they had shredded newspaper. It was actually the glaze piece, there was the hot glaze that was lighting all of that newspaper on fire. Now what happens is when the newspaper catches on the vase, for example, all of that newspaper burns all of the oxygen out from the trash can. That's exactly how the colors get trapped. That's why you get such elaborate, gorgeous, shiny colors in raku that you can't get from certain high fire glazes. Now, after all the oxygen has been sucked out from the fire and the newspaper, when they open the can and they hit it with the water, essentially it traps it and it cools the piece down. Now you don't want to soak the piece, they're just hitting it with water, letting it cool down for about a minute, and that's when they use the tongs to grab the piece and bring it over to the dumpster filled with water.
Just by chasing after a girl he randomly met, Daniel fell in love with his art. He's a potter now and he loves what he does. So what is your story? What do you love? What do you do? Leave a comment below and let me know. Meeting Life will send you a postcard from LA.